So, Katherine Hunter delivered what is probably the best performance, in my opinion, this year. If only it was in a better movie. Hello, everyone. My name is Max Aaron James. This review of the movie The Front Room, screenplay by Sam and Max Eggers, also known as the Egger Brothers, and directed by the Egger Brothers. This movie is about a husband and wife who are looking to expand their family, have some children, and they are currently expecting a child. Meanwhile, the husband's father has passed, and his father's wife or his stepmother is needing a place to stay and is offering an abundance of money as long as she can stay with them. She moves in, staying at the room right by the front door, so hence the term front room. And strange things start happening. The stepmother starts doing some weird things. I don't know if you saw, like, the light just went out. Anyway, we'll continue. So the stepmother is being weird. Also, I guess stepmother-in-law to Belinda, played by Brandy Norwood. Belinda being our actual protagonist, our actual lead here. And just weird things start happening. A bit of surrealness starts happening. And this movie falls into what I would consider comedic thriller, which sounds like an oxymoron, but seldom do we see a thriller, or I cannot currently think of any other thriller that leans so heavy on the comedic elements. And this movie does quite a few tonal shifts back and forth between a thriller and a family comedy drama. I can see it being jarring to some people if they're not ready for it. And I mean, I was not expecting it, but it was a pleasant surprise. I think it's an innovative approach to this kind of story. This is based on a short story by Susan Hill, and when watching it, you can tell. There is a lot of empty space here. Filling in the gaps feels like it's just filling in for runtime. And there are moments that do not feel purposeful or not needed for the story. And there are moments that are a bit repetitive or redundant, as far as the stepmother-in-law, I believe her name is Solange, played by Katherine Hunter, is doing something. Belinda deals with it. The husband may deal with it. And then something else happens while they're trying to cope, as if that was a one-time event. Even when it's no longer a one-time event, they still move on, trying to get past it as if it will eventually stop. Still, I would say this premise is pretty good. I think it's unnerving, especially with Hunter's performance, and it is a bit funny, and it could be real. I would assume that it's leaning into the theme or idea of having to deal with your partner's mother, being the woman in the relationship, having to deal with the other person's mother, another woman who, in this case, as far as a heterosexual relationship or partnership, the mother sees no woman is good enough for my son. And we joke about it, and in real life, a lot of people feel that they've experienced this. So I think this is a pretty good approach, an innovative approach to address that or speak on that. I think the music choices were pretty good. The score is decent, but the music choices themselves, I liked when they appeared. I think the drops were pretty nice. I liked the composition. The shots were really good, and I think the Eggers did really well at filling in that empty space in this movie with good shots, even though I still feel a lot of empty space was not needed. I feel this movie is best as just a short story, maybe turned into a short film, because it does drag along a bit, and I think I was ready for it to end by the hour 10 mark. But we do have another 20 minutes, and I think the savior of this film was Katherine Hunter. Whenever Katherine Hunter is on the screen, you are in. You're fully invested. I mean, she was having fun with this role, and you can tell. And she was delivering. Whenever she was off screen, I was wondering, why are we here? Can we go back to Hunter? Bring in the antagonist. I want them. She is probably my favorite performance this year. I wish it was in a better movie, but she delivered so much when working with so little. This movie is not bad. I think it's a pretty good watch. I left entertained, pleased, satisfied. I did not have a high expectations. And this movie is probably one of the pleasant surprises here, maybe because I had such low expectations. Norwood and Hunter, I think, worked very well off each other. When they were both on screen, it was just as entertaining, and I think they both acted pretty well. Another issue or flaw I see here in the movie is that in the beginning, it does present a lot of themes before actually starting the story, so I feel that we could have started, or should have started, the story first and layered the themes throughout the beginning or introducing our characters. Instead, we just get pushed these themes of trying to be a good mother, trying to be a good partner, and trying to also be a good daughter-in-law or a good partner in the eyes of the parents of your partner. We do also have an ending that drags a bit, I think maybe 5 to 10 minutes longer than needed. But again, it's entertaining. I would say for anyone that's just looking for a good time, this is a good time. If you're looking for an amazing film experience, especially considering how expensive tickets are for theaters nowadays, I would say hold off on this movie. Until next time, y'all take care of each other, check up on one another, make sure you check up on yourself, and remember, potential has no limit.